Hello guys, welcome to another one. I took some time, yeah, I was not on, but oh well. Let's start with the poses now. To get the reference Imvu gives, just come here, download the female or the male. I recommend the female for the poses. I don't know, I like to work with them nice. Just press here, download them, and then after you extract, you're gonna have something like this. This is where you have your reference. Alright. So here we have our couch that we did before. But as I already told you in the video, we're gonna have a pose here, just teach you guys how to make a pose and simple animations with them. So to start our work, first we need to just come here, select a group of those, and just shift drag, do a copy, and we have to do some change here. This is correct, it's a number 3, and in here we need to fix this. I put number 3, but now we're not gonna add seating, we're gonna add a custom name, because we need a custom name for every custom pose. This is very important to know, is that if you put resting, Imvu is gonna find animation resting and is gonna apply to this node when you put the pose with the name XMF with the name resting on it. Now, a thing to know about this, and very important, is when you do a couch or you do a whole collection, let's say a room full of furniture, never use the same name for the same custom poses, never. Or sometimes they glitch and they apply the animation of this pose, let's say, in another pose you have. So to make sure, even if you use more than one custom pose, I'll always put a different name or number. For example, even if you have to put resting 01 and then resting 02, it's different. As long as it's different, it's good. So it's important to remember to have this name always different than each other's. For all the furnitures you do. For example, I do something like when I work and I do poses, normally I have, for example, I have the deadly scene poses where I started at 00, then I start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until, all the poses I did. So all my furnitures, even if I put all my furnitures together, there's no glitching because they have different names. Alright. Now to start, we're gonna come file and we're gonna merge our female model. And there she is. Drag over here. Now what we want to do first when we want to make a pose is we select the female master root. And we want to press this one, the line tool. And we want to align the root to the custom pose name we did. And there you go. So align all orientations, apply, and OK. There you go. Now to start making our pose, we're gonna start with the pelvis. The pelvis is the main node for our model. It basically moves our model in the directions we want, the entire body. So since we want it to be laid down, say 90 degrees, and we start playing with the pelvis, just the pelvis for now. There you go. Say I want it to be, I don't know, close to the pillow. Yeah, this looks. There you go. So now what you start doing is the tweaking. So you come on spine 1, for example. Be careful when you rotate, because you can rotate everywhere, so make sure you're rotating the ways you want. So we don't want to give just a slightly, it should be fine. And if you play with all the spine, it gives a more natural look to it. Remember that. When you're working, make sure you use all the bones of the spine, because it's going to give a more natural look. Also not totally relaxed, but it's alright. So for now we just keep playing with it. Let's say where the legs. Ah, there it is. Say it on the legs. So basically, to make a pose, you just have to play around with those ones over here until you have the pose you're looking for. Now, something to remember is, for example, the shoulder. Okay, the shoulder is not so very dangerous, but for example, the elbow. When you come to the elbow, for example, if you do a wrong, unnatural move of the elbow, as you can see, the mesh is breaking. So you don't want to do this, or it's gonna break everything on Imvu. So make sure the mesh is always clean, and you don't do unnatural moves with them. This is a natural move because a human cannot do this type of move, so the mesh breaks. It's natural. So make sure you always do the right moves slowly, and don't use angle snaps for this tweaking over here, because we want like a very realistic look at it. There you go. Alright, let's just put the album more up. That's what happens when you have a perfect mind. Um, let's put it around that legs. A little bit up. That's it like this. You know, just play around with it until you have the pose you're looking for. I'm gonna pass forward on this part until I show you all the poses, and then I teach you how to animate and export. Alright. Oh, something I forgot to say is, as you can see here, you have RT is like right, and this is left. Okay, just making sure that this is the left side, and this is the right side where you have the air here. Alright, just keep watching because barely there's not much to say here. Just showing you guys how I do it. Okay, there you go. That's our simple pose. Alright. This is our first simple pose. There you go. So now, okay. Now to give some animation to it, we will talk about morph animation. That is the face over here. We will talk about it on a different video. I'll make just a video just for it. Is where you can make some face expressions and stuff like that. But for now, let's talk about animating. Okay. So to animate, first of all, you have here. This is you need to know a little bit about animation on 3D Max. This is a frame rate. It's where the frames of your work is going to be. Normally I like to have more frames. For example, you see this clock over here, the time configuration. Let's say 100 frames. Okay, let's put 100 frames. Alright. So we have more space to work with. I'm not going to make a very complex animation, but... Okay, so you have here is auto key. This is what you want to use. It's simple and it's going to help you a lot. So... when you press auto key, basically everything you do, I'm going to show you in a second. For example, let's select the foot. This guy's left foot. Rotate, and you select auto key on. So for example, we drag to the frame 10 and we do this, let's say up move. He automatically, as you can see here, he automatically um, puts them what we did there with the rotating tool. As you can see now, we have a slight animation move with our feet. I'd say I want that, and for example, now we animate a little bit the feet over here. Okay. So a simple way so we don't mess up is you can select over here and you can shift drag like this. So now the feet goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, let's just make 40. Should be fine. Okay. So you see more. There you go. This is our animation of the feet for now. Remember to take auto key off when you're not playing with animation. So when you press play now, we have our feet there. As you can see in the end, it's like it's glitching. To fix that is we need to make it go back to the normal state. Which is the 0 state. So you're gonna copy one of those 0 states and let's say around here, not around here. So now we should reset. And make sure it's the last frame of your animation, so it loops like that. We could use, but I don't want to go this way. We could use, in here, we could make it loop infinitely, but just teaching you this way, it's fast, and we just took it off. There you go. Now let's say we want end. Where is end? We want some movement on the end as well, like she's hearing the music and she's enjoying it. Something like this. Okay, so we turn auto key on again. Let's say here. Now it's like this. Just drag and play around with it. Now all the crazy moves we did with the end, oh, there we go. Now if it's too fast, you can put more frame rates like this. More space in between them, so you get some more slow animation. The more you put, the less you get. This animation is quite awful, but just to show you guys. Now let's make a good one, the simple good one. Let's say here. That's all we need, just that movement there. Simple thing. Now just do the same process. Oh, it's just too much. And remember to put the beginning stage. Shift and drag. I'm doing is shift and drag those rectangles. There you go. It's a little bit fast, but just to show you. And you can do this with every bone. You can even add the respiration effect. I don't think it's this one. Which one was? I don't know. You can even do crazy stuff. You can mash, but don't overdo it. There you go. Let's say what else? On the head, for example, I want she's like banging the song. Auto key on, like she's banging it. That's all you need. Shift and drag, shift and drag. Okay, this is a very fast animation. It's just to show you guys. If you want more, you will add more frames and make it the pace you like. And then you can fix it on Imvu as well on preview if I'm not wrong. But normally, yeah, I like to do it everything here. Okay, there you go. This is animation. I'm happy with our crazy shake over here, banging her head. Okay, so now the first time we did the couch, route we had, didn't have this new one, this new catch racing thing. So what we want to do is we want to export the route again now with the information that there is a custom pose. So just do the same process, export. Now couch final, export. And just to make safe, I'm gonna make route 01.xff. There we go. Now we have our route knowing the pose is there. Now to download the pose, it's very simple. Everything you did there, we add 40 frames, so we come here to the female, where is the female? Okay, the female master route, and we export as resting pose.xaf. Now here is the xaf. It's gonna ask you for a skeleton file. This is not a skeleton file, this is not the route you're gonna put here. What you're gonna put here is, in the beginning we download the Imvu reference image of the female, and you want to go, you want to go where you export it, and you want to select this XSF here. This is a skeleton of our female, and next. All the bones selected, to be fine, and in frame 40, we only use 40, so we want 40, and there you go. And our pose is ready to go on preview. But before we do that, I'm going to show you now how to make another pose and knowing exactly where this one is. So to do that, we can come here and let's say naked pavos, and we come here on the poly, and you can attach it's gonna disappear because of the physics, so we have to take the physics out. We have to take the bones out first, so you select the bones and delete the bones. Should be fine now. When you select all the bones and you delete them, and the original and the hair can go away as well. There you go. This is our, it's gonna be our this is happening because of the the Imvu physics. Oh, I forgot that. But when you delete the physics offer, it goes straight to the place. So just attach everything. There you go. And change the name, for example, the resting pose. So what we have now, well, we lost the feet, but it's alright. I don't know where the feet went, but oh, there is the feet. Why the feet is there? Oh, let's just delete it. You have what it more than needed. There you go. A woman without feet. And there you go. Now we have a statue of our old pose. Now, if we wanted to add another pose knowing the place of this one, we could simply just come here again, select, and let's say another one. Seat 4, because now we're working with the 4. The name is already 01, so it was a new name. And you just come here again, merge, again. Okay, the female hair was here, but delete all. There you go. Apply to there you go. You apply a new one, and you just do exactly the same process as you did on that one. Okay, now with the pose exported, I know that I explain how to put more than one. And if you want to make a couple pose, the way I do it is I merge two of those. I merge them with the same name. The only thing I do is before I lose all of those connections, I come here and I change. Where is it? This one. Wait. I change one of those names of the master root over here. For example, I put root 02. So it's different. And I start doing animation with them. Let's say something. This. For example. But imagine is interactive animation. This is just showing you guys interaction animation. And to upload now, when you have your couple pose done, the trick I do normally is I save like this. I come here, I save. It's always important to save your work, as you know that. I save. And then I delete one part of it. I come here and I select the subtree of the 01, for example, where is the 01 or the 2. I select all of it, all the materials, everything. I select the skins as well. And I delete one of them. I delete one, you can delete. There you go. And I only stay with one and I export this one. And after you export this one, I load again the file. And what I do, after I load again, I delete this one. And I leave the other one there. There you go. It's a simple trick you can make the couple animation. If you want to keep using the females ones. Okay, now with that explained, what there is more to teach. Just to show you guys. Okay, on Imvu. Is this our? I think this is our couch. Oh, there is our couch. And now you want to change the root for the new root we did. And you want to apply, and we're gonna have our third pose over here. As you can see now, it's not working, obviously. And we're gonna add an action. Now the trigger, this is where the resting part is. We want to put stance dot and exactly the same name. I put a caps R, and I have to put a caps R here as well. And then add XAF. We add the resting pose. Loop 0, loop start 0. Now replace our and apply change. This will be fine now. And there you go. Is our dancing lady. And that's it. If I'm not wrong, you can put the playback speed here. I think this is makes it faster or slow. I don't quite remember, but okay, it's faster. Yeah, you can put fast. But if you put -2, I don't know if this works here, but okay, it does. There you go. -2 and is more slow. You can actually play with the playback speed of your animation in here as well. And that's all. Remember the name here. It's the name you put on the 3D Max, the pose, and you're ready to upload. Thanks for watching. Any questions, please don't mind asking me. I'm always around. So, yeah.